everyone. It's market day.
Hi. And it just started raining.
So, if you've been my name is Maddie. This is my mom, Janet.
I'm Janet.
Together we are dumb now. Together we are.
We have one brain when you put our brains together.
Granny by Nature Crochet. If you've been following along lately, you will know that we have two big markets this weekend.
We had a potential double booking.
Right, because this one that we're going to today did have a rain date possibility
For tomorrow.
and it would have been tomorrow. We were really excited that they decided to keep it the same day because we were like, yay, we won't have to split up on Sunday.
The minute they said they were doing it today, thunderstorms popped up on the weather app everywhere during the day.
Yeah.
Our miracle was ruined.
Honestly, it would have been better if they had just postponed it.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to go set up. It's about 8:15 right now.
Maybe it's just gonna get all this drizhki out of its system. If your mom's Croatian, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get rid
It
of
looks
all that
really
drizhki.
bad. I don't think I can actually flip the camera around, but let me just show. Sorry for my hand. This looks like not great.
No.
So I don't even know. I hope people are still gonna come out today. I have way lowered my expectations. I do not think we're going to make as much as we did last year. Honestly, I just hope that our stuff doesn't get damaged.
Yeah.
Even if we don't make our booth feedback, I hope our stuff does not get damaged. That's our main concern.
At least make our booth feedback.
Well, I'd hope so, but
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know if people are going to want to come out in this.
They're coming out. It's the aliens.
I know.
They're loving the aliens.
I know. I'm just, I'm really, sad.
I'm sad too. Look at how foggy it is right now.
It's very, very foggy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The humidity is 110%.
So,
It can't go higher than 100.
no. Our goal this time, get out there, get the tent set up before we move the car. We wouldn't normally do that, but we do want to get that tent set up so we can put everything under it before you take the car away.
Yes.
I think that's reasonable when it's already raining, right?
Too. And I will fight anyone who tells me different.
Yeah. So,
Fight me.
we'll be back. Keep your fingers crossed for us. Also, oh wait, I have to tell the story real quick.
Okay.
So, I was really good last night. I decided not to crochet because I wanted to give my hands a rest, which I think was a really good call on my part. But also,
Well, nice for you. Because I crocheted and
yeah.
I fell asleep.
I knew if I was gonna start something, I would not want to stop it.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. But also, okay, so I did that. I was being really good, and then I was just like reading a little bit before bedtime, and I felt really tired because we did a lot yesterday. We did a lot of hard work, a lot of running around in the heat. So I felt very tired, which was great.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it can be to get to sleep
Can't shut that brain down.
before an event, especially if you're already not a great sleeper. Like, I'm not used to going to bed early, so I was trying to go to bed by like 11 and I felt tired, and then I went to go get ready for bed and my freaking retainer broke.
Oh.
Yes, I still wear my retainers even though I got my braces off 15
You're a
years
good
ago.
girl.
But yeah, the top broke. I'm gonna try and maybe fix it. I don't know. I might sound insane right now, but
Yeah.
it's a Holly type of retainer, so it's the one with like the wire and the like, I don't know if that's acrylic or plastic or what.
I don't know
But,
what they use.
I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
Or
Yeah,
silicone?
whatever that is. I don't know. But that like woke me up. So
Sorry.
we'll see what happens. I knew it was not gonna be, I knew the vibes were off, but let's see how we.
It was murder on the dance floor.
It was murder on the dance floor. So we're gonna try to stay positive as much as we can, but like I'm not feeling great about this. It's a disaster.
It's really, really, really bad.
I don't know if you guys can even hear us over the rain, but we fully caved in ourselves. We fully caved ourselves in. We got 4 walls up right now. It's 9 o'clock. The event starts at 10. So we still have an hour to get it together, but luckily we were able to get the tent up right away.
Stripped on my head.
I swear to God, this tent, please tent. We're using the old tent right now because we didn't want to.
The new tent.
We didn't want to mess with the new tent on a day like today. I'm afraid to take anything out of the bags because even if it doesn't get wet under here, it's so humid. Yeah, it's crazy.
My coat is soaked.
Yeah.
My jacket is soaked.
I just don't even know if anyone's gonna show up today. Like, are we wasting our time?
It's dripping on the table.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait, I think, before we put anything out. I think we just get the tablescapes where we want them, and then we just wait a little while and see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ruin thousands of dollars of inventory.
Yeah.
For what, you know? So we're just gonna wait it out a little bit and see what happens. Just get the tables set up the way we want them before we put anything out, and it's really bad.
Oh, hi. Just checking in.
I really hope our audio is working right now. It seems like everything that could be going wrong today
is going wrong.
Did I mention earlier that we forgot our tablecloths? Because we did.
Yep.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, hi.
Okay, we're back. This is for the crochet vlog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We had customers made us stop, but it's pouring again.
Oh, no.
So yes, we forgot our tablecloths, but honestly, it was like a blessing in disguise.
They would have been gross.
They would have gotten really gross.
We're sitting in a stream here. It's a good thing we have our wagon.
Yes, we have the wagon.
It's
so we were able to
essential.
stack everything that we had.
Right.
So nothing is on the ground, thankfully.
Yeah.
We're making do, you know, we're still making some sales.
We weren't able to put all our stuff out though,
No.
because
We really had to pull back on what we put out because, like, that table, this table's mostly okay water-wise, but that table for some reason keeps getting.
we get some holes in here that just, you know, it makes it wet.
Yeah. And even after I wipe it down,
It's damp.
it's like I'm just moving the water around.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've sold a few of the like medium-sized items so far, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then some of the smaller ones, so
Yeah.
still going on.
It's not going to be the greatest, but
As long as it doesn't thunder, like,
yeah.
'cause that's when we have a problem.
Yes. Big problem.
Yeah.
A very tall problem.
Yeah.
All right. We'll check back in a little bit. Oh, it's actually almost nice.
There was a torrential, there were multiple
I filmed it.
downpours.
I filmed it.
It was crazy.
It was.
Our square is not working today, which is a pain in my butt.
Mhm.
However, luckily we're able to take tap payments on your phone.
Yeah,
Which is
without
good.
the square.
Honestly, most people have been using cash today,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that we can still do the tap to pay on
Yeah.
your phone. That's been very helpful. Things have been picking up since it stopped raining. I'm really impressed, like, how many people still came out in the rain too.
Yeah.
This town loves this event,
Well,
and so do we.
how many aliens are there walking around?
Probably a few, right?
This is a hot spot.
Yeah.
Or what do they call it? Like a super cluster or something?
I don't know. You know more about that than I do.
I don't know it that much. Did you just want to show the setup? I don't think
Sure.
we've actually shown it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did. Wait, which way is this? Okay, like this. Everybody's been loving your
I
hat
should make them, but I can't.
for next year.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
Spenny.
So this is the setup.
Hi. We just had our last burst of rain.
You hope it's the last.
What's up?
Here's more.
No, don't do that. Okay, so I got sidetracked before when I was doing the tour because we had somebody come up. But we got some special visitors. What's up, Shandi?
He's happy now. He's in a
What'd you get?
You
got a calzone, you got your alien. He's been looking forward to this, so I'm glad you guys were able to make it.
Yeah.
My dad's here.
A couple of dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to show you guys like what's been going on out here. Honestly, I was saying this earlier, for the weather, like I think it was still a decent turnout. Like I don't know if other festivals would have had a good turnout like this. Oh, fun. But let me show you guys our setup. It's a little different today. First of all, we forgot our tablecloths, but you know that. We tried to mostly have stuff just like off the tables. This table was drier than the other one, so we could put more stuff out, but we have like 10 minutes left before we pack up. Looking pretty good. Got some big boys up here. Oh my god, these were all stars. Restocked that many times. A lot of fun stuff. Keychains, of course, everybody loves the keychains. But yeah, I'm still happy with how it went considering the weather, so.
Can't complain considering the weather.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that face.
You happy?
Stay here on the street.
Yeah.
Just really soak it all in. No pun intended.
Yeah. Well, no, it should end any time now.
Yeah. It'll stop raining after we leave. All right. Well,
Last party shot.
What is
Yeah.
the like time you have to be out there?
I think 4:30 is like the latest. Like that's when they open up the road fully. So we're gonna start a slow pack up. I think we're gonna start collecting signs and then put stuff away. And when we get home, we have to make sure everything's ready to go for tomorrow. So we still have a few bags to pack when we get back.
We might have to air out some damn things.
I think we're gonna have to have the fan on and get some stuff really dry.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You look like you're laying in a coffin.
Yes, I am.
So the sun came out as soon as we got home.
Yeah, look at it now. GD beautiful.
Shawnee, did you have fun?
Yes.
Shawnee, you look so cute in that hat.
Shawnee, let's see the hat.
We
Yeah.
had multiple people asking if you were selling those hats.
I could have made several $100s.
Yeah. I thought you were about to sell it off of your head for a second.
No.
Yeah, multiple people asking, and we were like, oh, it'd have to be like kind of expensive, and they were like, I don't
okay.
care. So maybe next year we'll have a few of those ready to go. But
Well, we did hand out our cards too.
yes.
So if they want custom hats,
Yeah.
you know.
I find that only maybe like 5% of people that say that they're gonna reach out to do a custom order actually like follow through on it, which is fine. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, that's from our experience. I was kind of thinking about setting up like a custom order sheet that they can fill out and put their email, and then I email them. But
Maybe.
we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're back.
Sean got himself an alien.
He did. He's been wanting that for a while.
Yeah.
I think we said that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what's happening anymore.
I don't know, but I just deleted some vlog footage by accident.
Yeah.
For the other channel.
For the other channel, yeah. We still had a good day, like, numbers-wise. It was, like...
It wasn't good.
It was probably... Well, it was good, but from what we were expecting, it was not good. It was about half or less of what we were expecting.
It was because of the weather.
It was the... Yeah. I think the turnout compared to last year, there was maybe a third of the people this year. So that was kind of a bummer, for sure. But with the weather... the way that it was, I was very impressed. I mentioned this earlier. I was very impressed with the town because people come out for this festival. It was...
People come from all over. There was people from Rockland County, from Albany County.
All over, driving hours to get there.
Yeah.
And it was torrential downpour for like a while. And there were still people
walking around
shopping.
In their alien costumes.
Yeah.
Drinking alien brains.
So it was really nice to see that All the aliens still had fun.
Yeah. I'm still curious as to how many actual aliens were there.
I don't know.
Beetlejuice was back. We didn't get
We didn't
him
get
on
to see
film.
him this time. We just saw him from afar.
There was some guy walking around in a disco mirror
There
ball
were some
suit too.
really fun outfits. I wish we could have gotten like pictures of the outfits and stuff.
The costume contest costumes were fantastic.
Yeah, I always feel weird being like, "Can I take a picture of your outfit?"
Yeah, there was a Romulan from Star Trek.
Yeah.
There was some Doctor Who girls.
I love seeing everybody's creativity
Yeah,
with what, with their looks.
a lot of tin hats.
Yeah, there were a bunch of tin hats, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Good stuff all around.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we got back, we stuffed our faces a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we just got done choosing what we were going to bring from today
Finalizing the bags
for tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
It's 5 chock full bags.
5 bags and then one also the
55 cheeseburgers,
the keychain
55
bag.
fries.
It's a lot of stuff. Do I actually think we're going to sell all that tomorrow? No.
No.
But I want to make sure we have a really good selection because last year the Strawberry Festival was our biggest number-wise event. And I don't know if it's going to be like that again because we've only done it once before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be like that, but
I really hope it is.
if it is, I would love for it to be like that. But if it is, I want to make sure we're ready.
That was a panic attack. That was a 5-hour panic attack.
The good news is, from what I've seen, the weather looks a lot better for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
Fingers
going to start
crossed.
raining as soon as we are packing up.
that's fine.
Yeah. But it was a definite panic attack, and I don't know if my heart can take it again.
Today was a lot.
No, I mean from last year.
Last time. Yeah. I just mean like today was...
I'm drained.
It was a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
I still had a good time overall, but there were
Oh, I
parts of
had
it...
a great time meeting all the people.
Oh, yeah. I love meeting the people. For me, when we got there, I'm not going to lie, part of me was like...
We should just go
Should
home.
we just go home? I'm glad we didn't because that would have been sad. But we will give you guys the
I
numbers.
also didn't want to burn $100 for nothing.
Yeah. We'll let you guys know what sold and how much we made at the end of the video.
Right. There were some surprising things.
There were some surprises, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, should be fun to break it all down. I gotta go through and, I like to tabulate everything before we can do that.
You like to coagulate it.
Yeah. Group together all the like sales. So
Yes.
we will be doing that at the end of the video. But the next stuff you'll see is from the Strawberry Festival.
Whee!
Because we're doing one big video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did not drink enough water today.
Neither did I.
Is Lammy Scootaloo? I also held my pee the entire time.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
You just-
like, I did not know where exactly the porta potties were. And number 2, I did not, no pun intended, I did not want to have to run through in the rain and then go in some porta potty in the rain.
Yeah.
So I held it, which
Plus,
is probably
there
not
was like
great
a
for my
river of
kidneys.
porta potty coming through our tent.
No!
We had to cut the
The
net
off
off the
one
bottom of the
chairs.
chair because it was fishing for floaters.
Not actually.
But it looked like it. It looked disgusting.
Yeah, it was gross. It was like a fishing net almost.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Surprised there was no hypodermics or anything in there.
Stop.
Those aliens are shooting up.
Stop. We did also get to spend time with some of my in-laws today, which was fun.
Yeah.
My niece came by and hung out for a while again, which
Yeah.
was awesome.
She had free pizza.
Yeah.
She had big red drink
Yes.
or pink drink.
Yeah, it was like a pink lemonade,
Yeah.
but she's a cutie.
She
So.
is. She knows where it's at.
Yeah. So she loves going to these events with her mom so she can go shopping. She told me she got some earrings today.
Oh, did she?
Mhm.
She's a real fashionista.
Yes, she is. So,
Yeah.
all right, we're going to get it together. It's 7 o'clock now. I need to go home.
Oh my God, where did the day go?
Tomorrow, we're back at it. So,
Ah,
I hope we actually... Okay, so, like, real quick before we go, I know we keep saying we're going to go. I have received 0 email about setup for
That's
tomorrow.
not true. You got the acceptance email.
Yeah, but I'm
and-
saying about setup. I don't know where our spot is. They didn't say what time. I'm gonna assume we're gonna get there at 10:30 for a 12 o'clock start time because it's been 10:30 in the past.
Mhm.
So I hope when we show up, they're not like, who are you?
Get out. No, they're not, because we're not leaving.
We have these strawberry plushies and we are selling them here.
I will set up in the parking lot if I have to.
Cease and desist, bitch. Any other Girls 5 Eva fans out there? Alright, we're gonna go for real now because we're getting a little slap happy and delirious.
A little bit. I need to just stare at the wall for a little bit.
Yeah. Alright. Guys, we love you. We'll be back.
See you tomorrow.
Hello!
Oh, hi.
We're back in the car.
And it's a beautiful day.
It's so nice today. This is just such a 180 from yesterday.
Such a slap in the face. I'm sure there's a lot of curses going around up at the alien locations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely, I can't even, like, if they had moved it to today, it would have been a lot better. But it's okay. We do still want to go back to that event next year. We're still talking about it. We love the event. We love the people.
People really get into it. They drive from all around.
The weather was just not cooperating. But here we are. We're on to day 2 of our crazy weekend. We are on our way to the Beacon Strawberry Festival. Well, the Beacon Sloop Club Strawberry Festival.
Right.
And this is such a cool group because it is all volunteer run. They take people out on boat rides on the Hudson for free.
The Seeger Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And it
like
is
as in Peter Seeger.
Pete Seeger.
Yeah.
Not Peter.
Pete Seeger.
Who are you, Granny?
It's Peter Seeger. It's Pete Seeger.
I believe, isn't it Pete and Tasha? Tashi Seeger.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this park that we're going to that is named after them is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys have been watching, we did do this event last year, so maybe you've seen the park before, but it's just so pretty and we're so excited. And
we're so grateful to be at the festival.
yes. And update, I did get an email last night after I got home at like 7:45, so we know we are in this. We're not going to show up and be turned away, so that's very very reassuring.
God, this is a situation here. All right, get on. I have like no rearview mirror here.
Can't see out the back.
Packed to the gills.
Yeah, so
Can't fit not one more thing in this car.
true. Maybe something at my feet. I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, the weather today. There's a chance of rain later in the day, but I think it's like after we're already packed up and home, hopefully. So I'll take it. I just feel like the energy is so much different today. So
it is.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're gonna have a great day today.
I'm already having a panic attack.
I was a little bit panicky this morning just because I was feeling a little bit depleted socially. Energy.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday was a lot. It was very stressful. We were
stress
afraid that the plushies were going to get wet.
Yeah. When we got home last night, as you guys saw, we were sorting through and doing all that. But like, I feel like everything was okay. Like we didn't even really need to like lay anything out to dry. We did open up the bags for the things that we were not bringing today and just let them like air out fully. But everything felt like pretty good when we got home. So
the 2 plushies that fell on the ground were fine.
Yeah, one was totally fine. One needs to be. Did you already spot clean it?
I went to spot clean it and I didn't see anything on it.
Really?
It like fell off.
Oh, and it was white.
Yeah.
There was no stain?
I don't think so, unless I need to relook at it.
All right, well that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that one looked dirty yesterday.
It did look dirty.
Well,
we'll see
that's
what happens. I need you to look at it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it and see.
So.
But that's exciting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going over the bridge in a minute. So we're
not allowed to film on the bridge.
We're gonna turn off the camera. Also, I just don't like filming on the bridge. It seems dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go.
All right. Sorry for the wind noise, even with the dead cat on the.
Not dead cat.
Floof.
The floof.
So here we are at
I'm
the
so
beautiful location. Is this the Hudson River? Yes.
Yes. We're closer to the water this year. Usually we're over there.
Yeah, we're usually on that side. But this is the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. Did they change the name of that?
Did they?
I thought they did.
I always think of it as the Newburgh Beacon Bridge.
Well, yeah.
Not exactly a fancy name, but it gets
works.
the job done.
Newburgh to Beacon.
Yeah.
And we're in Beacon now.
So this is our first time using the new tent.
Let's take it in.
The setup was very easy today since we knew what we were doing.
Yes.
That's good.
Oh, it is so breezy and beautiful here right now.
Gorgeous.
I hope Daddy and Sean come later.
I hope
and maybe
so.
Kristen. Who
Yeah.
knows? But, oh, what a nice day by the water.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great day today.
I hope so, because I see there's some other oh no, they're not crochet.
No, they're
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, maybe we're the only crochet vendor. That would be nice.
That'd be great.
What does that lady have over there?
We'll have to walk around later.
Yeah.
We've already scoped out where the bathrooms are.
Where are they?
There's one over there. There's some over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's close.
Nice
Nice.
close one. So.
Good. And I see the blog lady is back. Remember the one who was giving out the tourism information that time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Board of Tourism.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she was very nice.
So
she was
nice.
our vendor neighbor for the Corn Fest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got to set up because we got to eat because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
I could eat.
Yeah.
Let's get it going
Get it.
first.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Train coming.
Yeah. Look, it's over there.
Yep.
This is the train station that we come to when we go to the city.
That's right. So we're all set up.
It's honestly a gorgeous place for a train station.
It is a
When you
gorgeous
wait,
place for
you
a
can
train
just look at
station.
the river.
The old Hudson River. Let's take a look. Oh. We got a sneaky snake up here. Don't get caught. We need more snakes.
Yeah, I said that and you were like, no.
I know. Well, I didn't have time. Well, sis, good luck.
Me too. I think it looks good. I'm happy with how it came together.
Same. Oh, hi. You're always eating.
Right? You may be wondering, why are you home right now? Where is the market footage?
We didn't really take market footage because
It was
we
insane.
didn't have a spare minute.
I'm telling you, it was like this last year too.
Mm-hmm.
It was go, go, go.
There was not a lull. It's a good
Which I
thing you went to
enjoy.
the bathroom when we
Yeah.
got there because if you didn't,
It would have been,
you wouldn't have been able to
problem.
go to the bathroom.
yeah, sorry.
We traded for strawberries.
Our neighbor was selling
Vegan
and gluten-free
gluten-free.
goodies, which is perfect because
Yep.
we're vegan.
And I'm
you-
gluten-free.
Yeah. So at the end, I wanted to go over and see what she had too, but it was just too crazy even to go next door. But she came over at the end and she was asking if we wanted to do a trade, and we're like, yes.
Yeah.
So
She
we
had
got
vegan gelato too.
I know. Oh my god. Sweetened with dates.
Yeah.
I love dates. But we got a box of chocolate covered strawberries.
They're delicious.
Dark chocolate. And she got a mini Octo keychain.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a nice little trade.
Yeah, it was a good trade.
But it was a fantastic day. Great vibes, great people. We did awesome. So we're excited to share all of that with you guys in the wrap up.
We did better than we thought.
This was our second highest amount ever. So
Yeah.
first highest was this last year.
Yeah.
So it's a great event.
But what we have reasonings about it as well because the products that we sold
I'm curious to see, so we know that we made less this year than last year, but I'm curious to see with the number of items that we sold because I feel like we sold more items potentially. I don't know. Like
think so,
smaller,
too.
more smaller items. I don't know, but
we sold a lot of small items.
I'm so tired. I'm just happy that it went so smoothly and like compared to yesterday, which was like
A disaster.
it was an emotional roller coaster. Like today felt really
Sorry,
good
these
to get out
chips are
there.
really good.
Yeah. We're
We didn't
stuffing our
really
faces
eat
in.
lunch, so and
Yeah.
it's now 6:30.
my husband is about to go pick up Taco Bell for when I get home.
Well,
and
get
I'm so
out.
excited.
Go eat your
Oh
food.
my God. So
You
we're
deserve it.
thank you, you do too.
Thank you.
We're gonna be back with the results for both festivals.
Right.
So that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you don't even have to wait.
Yeah, because it's right
Meow. Oh, hi.
Hi.
We survived.
We did. It's now Tuesday. We've had a day to recover since the
Barely.
big weekend. What do you think, Bubby? He said, I'm tired. How
You
about
know who
Lamb?
else is tired?
Lammy. She said, tired of your BS. No.
Oh, I see you found your strawberry shirt.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't wear this on Sunday. I guess I was like, well, if there's another, like, I might get a new one on Sunday and just pop that on, but we couldn't find them. I think
No,
they were
we didn't
selling.
look.
Well, we couldn't get over there, but I think they were selling these.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have a new design.
That lady who was like a volunteer had said that she thought it was very similar, except they might have had one modification
Yeah.
or something.
So, I don't know. I wasn't just going to buy the same t-shirt again.
Yeah. Especially since, weren't they like $25?
I think they were last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's all for a good cause.
It is for a good cause. I also was interested in getting some sort of a UFO fair t-shirt this weekend, but I didn't see that either, so...
No, well, we also didn't go shopping.
No, I'm gonna be real. I was not feeling walking around in that rain
Hell no.
on Saturday. The only place I went was like to my sister-in-law's booth, which was like right
Across, diagonally.
down the road, whatever, like very close by. So
Yeah. I mean, she was about 50 feet away.
yeah, she was not far at all. So let's talk about
You know what
the results.
What the best place to buy a t-shirt is? Online.
I just wanted to see if they had like I don't know if they had an official
I don't think they had
t-shirt,
an official one.
but I don't
They
know.
might have last year.
I don't know. I'm not sure what vendors they had there selling t-shirts, but I wanted like an official event t-shirt.
Right.
But anyway, I'm a sucker for those. So you've seen
Yeah, you are.
You've seen the footage. Let's see
Oh
the
my
results.
goodness.
Okay, so UFO fair Saturday.
Stinker.
Here we go. It wasn't a stinker.
Considering what we've had in the past, it was a stinker.
Consider yourself.
Oh, stinker.
No, it was definitely, it did not meet the expectations that we had set from last year, but considering the weather conditions, I think we did well.
Okay.
Okay, so the stats. Booth fee, $100.
Right.
No insurance.
Right.
Cool.
Is it?
Yes, we ended up selling 74 items,
Okay.
which I think is pretty good.
It's pretty
Considering
pretty
the
good.
weather. I'm not going to go through every single item because this video would be super long when we put it together with the Strawberry Festival.
I feel like we didn't sell that many large items.
Well, let me tell you about some of the notables.
Okay.
I did pull
Oh, okay. Pull for
notables
higher
to
title.
discuss. Yeah. So, we sold 8 keychains,
Okay.
and the distribution on this, there weren't any real standouts keychain wise. We sold 0 of the alien keychains, which was
Which
like,
is funny
what?
because we always sell not the
Not the themed one.
yeah.
We sell
we
the
sell it
themed
at
items at other
festivals.
events.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, you sold a strawberry keychain.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just give you the breakdown on the keychains because it's easy. So, apple, pizza, ladybug, maple chicken, strawberry, a kitty cat, and 2 chicks with the frog hats.
The lady who bought the apple keychain thought it was a cherry.
And we went with it. Why not? You should make cherry keychains, though. That'd be cute with the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Be very cute. Okay. As far as, like, actual UFO stuff, let's see how we did with that. Not a lot. I mean, there were some, but not a ton.
Well, I think the most popular one, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, was the Alien Space Invader, the small one.
Yes. So we sold, well,
Smaller one.
actually that wasn't the most popular
Really?
space item. No. The most popular space item by quantity
Mm-hmm.
was the UFO pop. But it was
Right.
only 5, the little pop toy.
Right.
We're putting pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The little pop toy. I did lower the price of this $1 from last year because I felt like I wasn't really selling them last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot, though, for the first person that bought it that I had lowered the price. So I charged her an extra $1 by accident.
Oops. It happens.
But it happens. So we sold 5 of those. We sold 4 of the smaller size Space Invader, so the little alien in the spaceship.
So the medium-sized one.
Yeah. And all these patterns are
Linked.
in the Google Doc, either
Yeah.
volume 1 or volume 2. And yeah, so 4 of those were $15, and then we only sold one of the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually our first sale of the day, I believe, the big
Yeah.
Space Invader. And I was like, ooh, but then,
No.
you know, that wasn't a good indicator of what the day was going to be like. So the big one, I believe we sold for $28. We only sold 4 of the little weeby aliens.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Last year we sold like 20. Again, I think we would have sold more had the weather been nice, because I think
Right.
we only had like a third of the people coming through this
There wasn't
year.
a lot of kids.
No,
I
there
feel like
weren't a
people
lot of
left
kids.
their kids home, like they were gonna freaking melt like the Wicked Witch.
Well, honestly though, would you want to deal with little kids in the rain?
no.
Yeah. So it definitely was an older crowd coming through.
Yeah.
Not as many kids.
No.
And I think that was a huge part of...
A lot of skeptical old farts. What do I need this for?
Not old farts.
Yeah.
Well, you know who had a great day?
Who?
The baby rats and baby possums.
Yeah.
That little tray was just...
Yep.
It was on fire. So we sold 6
Ever
of
since
each.
you started making those, they have been so popular.
They're a hot item every time we bring them.
Who knew?
I had a feeling.
Wow.
But that's QB Crochet's pattern. They're so easy and quick to work up. They're so adorable.
They are adorable. People, even if they don't buy them, a lot of people remark like,
They're like, oh, baby rat.
yeah,
So it was interesting that it was 6 for each of them. They were even here.
yeah,
And if you make them in acrylic yarn, you could definitely put them on a keychain.
yes.
Very, very cute.
Mm-hmm. Are
Um,
you trying to tell me to make them into a keychain?
well, I'm going to make the rats. You're making possums.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sold 3 of the tiny turtles.
Mm-hmm.
So a pretty light day for tiny turtles.
Yeah. Not.
We sell those for $5.
That's surprising because I think like that's the biggest value of the entire booth.
It's a good value. Don't worry. They had their day Sunday. We'll get there. Leggy Froggy's still going strong. We sold 5 of those on
They're
Saturday.
still so freaking popular.
Yeah.
It's the derp.
Yeah, everybody loves that face. It's just like,
Don't underestimate the derp.
yeah. We had some fun little one-offs, like your party pigeon. Actually,
Right.
there were 2 sisters. One bought the party pigeon. One bought a silly goose.
Well, I think the little girl chose the party pigeon first, and then when we said, "Oh, look, a silly goose," that's the same
yeah, same
pattern
designer.
and they were like, "Oh, well, we have to get it."
Yeah. So that was really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I think your party pigeon was like 18, and then the silly goose was 20.
Okay.
Because that double hat.
The double hat.
The jester
yeah.
hat. It took a little time.
Yeah.
But worth it, because it's so cute.
It is very cute.
That was my only one with the jester hat. The other 2 silly gooses I
You just
made
put,
had
like,
the party hat.
Birthday hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sold your Light Fury.
Oh.
The lady that bought the Light Fury looked so familiar to me, and I forgot to tell you this. I think she works at Target.
Oh.
I think she's the one who is always talking about her cats. You know what I'm talking about? Very, very nice lady. We've chatted with her a few times.
Yes.
I think that might have been her.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it was.
Was she the one who was at the
service desk?
Yes,
Yeah, I
okay.
think that's her. I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, because she did seem really familiar.
Right? I
Yeah.
think that was her. But I'm glad that Light Fury went to a good home.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember the price on that. I want to say 28.
I think you're right.
I think I want to say 28.
Yeah.
I could check in here, but I'm pretty sure it was 28.
I think it was 28.
Yeah. So those are the highlights. Also, I will mention Big Paula the Octopus.
Mm-hmm.
We sold one of those almost immediately. And then
Yes.
the other one that we had brought got a lot of attention but did not sell until Sunday.
Right.
But between the 2 days, we sold 2 Big Paula octopi.
Right.
And then...
Paul is always a item of interest.
Yes.
Even if she doesn't get bought.
Oh, another one. The shrimp. The Gee Beans Crafty Shrimp. They finally got some play.
They got their day.
They finally got some play this weekend. So we only sold one of them on Saturday, but then we sold 3 on Sunday. So all together for the weekend, we sold 4 of those, which was exciting because I'm obsessed with those.
I don't know what anyone is thinking who picks that up and is like, oh my god, it's a shrimp in a vest, and then puts it back down.
I don't know.
How do you put it back down?
I will say there's a lot going on, a lot to choose from.
That's true.
So, but I was excited that they finally, some of them finally went to their forever homes.
What was the first girl who bought
I'm trying to think of what saying she said. Remember she had a little like...
Shrimply the best or something like that?
Something like that, or... I can't remember what her little saying was, but it was very funny.
It was adorable. We all had a good laugh about it, too.
Yes. Another one that finally we sold a bunch. So we sold 2 of the All From Jade mini Camille caterpillars on Saturday. So I was just excited that they got some attention. I had 2 colorways. I had the Very, Very Hungry Caterpillar one, and then I had the Pride ones, which were rainbow.
Right.
So we sold 2. I don't remember which ones we sold on Saturday, but then it was 2 of them. And then Sunday we sold 6 of those caterpillars. So
yeah,
those were popping. Those were a lot of fun. And some of the people that bought them actually on Sunday are special ed teachers, and they were talking about how they wanted to have them in their classroom, and it was so sweet.
That was very sweet.
And that family that bought the caterpillars on Sunday, or some of the caterpillars,
must have come back like 5 or 6
times. They came back
times.
so many times. They were so nice. And I think the 2 sisters were both special ed teachers, and
I think they also have a sibling who has autism.
Yes, and I think maybe 2 sisters are twins. They looked so
really
alike. Yeah. They might have been twins. I didn't want to ask, but I think they might have been identical twins.
Hey, are you guys twins?
You guys twins? So just to give you the overall numbers for Saturday. So, like I said, we sold 74 items, which came out to $902 in sales. Not bad for not just a rainy day, but a downpour
rainy day.
Yeah. Multiple downpours.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll take that. And when we subtract the booth fee, that comes out to $802. I'll take it.
It's very clear that the Aldi tent is cooked for the rain.
Yeah, so we did have some minor leaks. It wasn't like
pouring.
Yeah, well, it was pouring, but
I mean through the tent.
Yeah, we had some leaks here and there that we kept going around and wiping off the table. Of course, also, we forgot our tablecloths. It felt like everything that could go wrong
There was also a river of nasty coming through the tent every downpour, and it stunk.
It did smell. Yeah.
Were people pooping in the streets?
I don't know. I don't know. We had to cut the net off of the bottom of one of our chairs
and throw it away.
It basically became like a fishing net
for poop.
With that stream coming through. Not poop, but like there were like leaves and crap stuck in there.
There might have been dog poop in there.
There might have, but luckily we were very diligent about keeping everything off the ground.
Right.
So we didn't have any of our bags on the ground. Honestly, we didn't really have any damage.
No.
From that day, and one of my main goals was not to have any inventory get damaged.
Right.
You had that one cat that fell by accident and needed to be washed.
It looked fine afterwards. Yeah. After it dried off, like the dirt kind of just flaked off.
Yeah. As we mentioned earlier in this video, surprisingly, nothing really felt damp when we got home.
Yeah.
That was a huge surprise to me because the humidity was like 100% the whole entire day. So I'm going to count that as a huge win.
Yes.
This was less than half of what we sold last year, numbers-wise, but it was a big win in my book for what we were dealing with.
Okay.
Okay. So let's move on to the Strawberry Festival on Sunday. Okay. This was really exciting for me and really, like, I was anxiously awaiting this day.
I was also terrified of this day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling, like, legit panicky before we left on Sunday morning. Just because, I think we might have talked about this in the car, but, like, when you know you're about to, like, dive in and it's gonna be a whole thing.
When there's gonna be wall-to-wall people.
Yeah. Well, that's what we weren't sure about, though, because I didn't know if last year was just a fluke or if it's always that crazy.
Right.
And now that we've done it again, I can confirm
It's always that crazy.
It's that crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a really great event.
When that train pulls up and hundreds of people get off,
yeah, it's
like
real. It's like the song from Company. Another 100 people just got off of the train. That's what that. Yeah, I just made that connection, but it is like that song from Company. Okay, so let's go over this one. I know you guys have been waiting for this. So the booth fee. I don't remember if it was $80 or $85.
I think it was 85 for some reason.
I think last year it was 80, but I think they changed things around a little bit.
Yeah, they had a different person in charge.
That too. So we're going to call it 85. We did have to get insurance for this one, and we ended up paying about $50.
Right.
We sold 254 items.
Right.
And I know in an earlier clip, we were thinking maybe we had sold more items this year than last year. Mm-hmm. We did not.
No.
Wrong again.
Yep.
So last year, I think we sold 270. This year, we sold 254. So not far off.
No, I mean, very comparable.
Not far off. We'll get to the sales in a minute. I want to tell you guys the highlights. So again, I'm not going to go through every single item.
Well, first of all, the weather, perfection.
Oh, yeah. You guys saw that. That was...
Our spot, perfection.
I loved it.
I thought it was... I think I like this spot even better.
I like this spot better.
Yeah.
Because we can see the people coming into the park. Like, the place that we were last year, we couldn't really get the full scope of what was going on from that side. So, even though it was nice to look at the water last year... I prefer where we were this year, where we could see all of the happenings.
The mix of vendors was chef's kiss, as usual. There was only one other crochet vendor.
Oh, yeah. We were the only one really selling plushies. I think the other crochet vendor may have had a few, but her main thing was hats, and those hats were hot.
They were hot. She had strawberry beanies.
I would have loved to run over and gotten one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
how much she was charging.
Yeah, I don't know how much she was charging, but I saw quite a few people walking around with those hats, and they were impeccably made. So I wish we could have gone over and talked to her.
We also had a lot of return customers from the last Strawberry Festival.
We did, and it was so nice to see them again. It was very, very fun.
Yep.
And lots of new customers as well. So let's talk about the highlights from this one. This one... Those keychains.
Hot.
Those keychains were popping.
You think?
Some of them actually did pop, but... yeah, we sold 49 keychains on Sunday.
And each keychain is $10.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
So that's almost $500 just in keychains.
Yeah, and if you add together the Saturday keychains, that is 57 keychains for the weekend.
Right.
Which is wild. But for Sunday... 21 strawberry keychains. So you sold all but
except one. Yeah.
So you made exactly the right amount pretty much, which is fun. It's good to know that.
Yeah.
Let me go through some of the other keychain highlights. Mabel Chicken was very popular. We sold 5 Mabel keychains.
Right.
2 Mushy Pops. 8 chicks with the frog hats.
You got to make more of those derpy.
I know. I didn't have any leggy frog keychains this time. We were completely out of those. But
I feel like those would have been super popular too.
Yeah, I just didn't have time, and I knew you had the keychains in hand, so.
Yeah.
But the chick with the frog hat, that had a huge weekend between the keychains and then just like the regular ones too. The regular
ones, yeah.
So 8 of those, 8 of the keychains. And then all the other keychains, it was like 1 or 2. So that's fun. And then some of the other... bestsellers. Let's do bestsellers, but also like the themed items, and then also just notable one-offs. So let's talk about the themed items. We had a good amount of strawberry themed stuff here.
We did.
Unfortunately, none of the frogs with the strawberry hat sold. That's
insane.
That was very surprising to me. Watch, they're gonna sell. They'll at other
sell.
Events.
They'll
at
probably
non-strawberry
sell
events.
At Apple Fest or Pickle Fest.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We sold 2 out of 3 of the All From Jade weighted capybaras. I think I need to make a sign that says that they're weighted.
Yeah.
Because people would just be like, look, it's a capybara with a strawberry. And I'm like, it's weighted.
Everybody that showed interest in that, I made sure to tell them that
Yeah.
it was weighted and,
sure.
you know, feel it, squeeze it.
Yeah, I'm looking
Love
forward
it.
to making more of those with the different fruits on their heads.
Yeah.
And I also want to try to make the dinosaur as well. We sold 4 out of 4 of the big strawberry turtles with the jumbo yarn.
Yeah, they were pretty popular.
Yeah. We sold 7 of the smaller strawberry turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I think I brought 12, so I still had some left over.
Yeah.
Last year they sold out. I'm wondering.
I don't think you had 12 last year.
Last year I had like 9 or something.
Yeah.
This year was the first time I used the posh yarn for them, so they came out a little bit smaller, and I'm wondering if people just did not want to do the $17 for that size of turtle.
I don't know.
But also I'm wondering if the color contrast was not stark enough, you know what I mean? Because like maybe those 2 pinks were too similar.
Oh, yeah.
So because like last year I made them.
You think it looked too Valentine's Day-ish?
Maybe. Like last year I had the Sweet Snuggles yarn with the lighter pink and then the hot pink, so it was a little bit more of a contrast. I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it. But
Maybe.
7 is still great, so that's fine. The strawberry bears, I brought 4. I sold 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sold one of the pink and one of the red.
Right. I'm surprised the white did not fly.
Yeah.
Did it look too Christmassy?
I don't know. I don't know. I think they'll sell at other events too.
Probably.
Also,
Strawberry.
yes. Also, we do want to add lots of our cuties to our Etsy since we've been lacking in adding new listings. But I want to get a lot of that stuff up there before Big Brother starts. So if you guys want to get anything, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
We sold the only big strawberry snail that I had. That was $25. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say the prices. We sold 14 of the chicks with the strawberry hats. I can't remember if we had one left over or if we forgot to write down a sale. Because I think I brought 15 of those.
Yeah.
And I thought they were all gone, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It might be in the bag somewhere.
It might be in the bag, or we sold it and we forgot to write it down. Either way, it's fine. Were there any other strawberry items here that I'm missing? I think that's all the strawberry stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So other bestsellers. We sold 4 of the axolotls.
Right.
Those are $14 each.
Always popular.
Yes, they got a lot of attention this weekend. Okay, here's one of the heaviest hitters. The tiny turtles.
Oh, tiny turtles.
$5 tiny turtles.
Also known as TTs.
Yes, we sold 22 on Sunday. So
Yes.
that was very nice.
sold out.
Yeah. Yeah, we did sell out. So 22, and then the 3 from the day before, so 25 for the weekend.
Right.
Wonderful work, Joanna.
Thank you.
We sold 11 of the chicks with the frog hats.
Right.
And this is just the regular standalone, not on a keychain.
Right.
So they had a good weekend. We sold 3 of the, and those chicks are $8 off of the keychain and $10 on the keychain. I sold 3 squirrels plus 1 from the day before. This is the Stacy Makes squirrel pattern. So cute. I'm glad that they were popping this weekend.
Yeah, the squirrels don't usually get as much play.
Yeah, I feel like the way that we had them displayed this weekend, they were much more visible. So I think that helped.
I do love our new setup with the
rodents.
The extra shelf in with the rodents.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't have the rodents just, like, stuffed in
They
there.
don't tumble down every time somebody pulls one out. I think it helps a lot.
I think so, too. I think that was a good investment to get the extra shelves.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. And I sell the squirrels for 15 each. A big winner this weekend, the small rats. Not the baby rats, but the medium size, but we call them the small rats.
Yeah, they sold out.
Yeah, that's the Kibi Crochet pattern. She is my rat and rodent queen.
Yes.
I cannot thank her enough for her patterns because they're amazing.
Queen.
So we sold 9 of the small rats for $15 each. And not as many of the jumbo ones lately. It's hit or miss. Sometimes the jumbo ones are on fire.
Yeah.
But we did sell a few of them. I just didn't write it down on this list because it was like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 9 of the small ones.
Mm-hmm.
12 mini octos, $5 each. We sold out of your stitches
Right.
from Lilo and Stitch. You had 5 of those. They were $20 each.
They were very popular.
Yeah, they got a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
We sold 7 of the mini whales. That's another classic for $5
Right.
each. Like I mentioned earlier, 6 of the All From Jade mini caterpillars.
Right.
I think I was doing 15 for those.
I think we need to stop writing that they're fidget caterpillars on the
Yeah,
sign.
because a lot of people will ask, like, what does it do? And I'm like, oh, it just goes like this. But then they start, like, twisting all of the appendages.
Yeah, and like the legs are on the butt, and like
I don't necessarily want them twisted like that.
yeah,
like if you're not going to buy it. So
yeah,
I think maybe I'll redo that sign and just say mini caterpillar.
yeah.
But I mean, you can twist
it on your own time.
You can twist it all the way around. It's just I would twist it back because you don't want the
Right.
the through line to get all
Because then you're gonna have a saggy
all twisted
caterpillar,
yeah,
or
so,
maybe a broken caterpillar.
yeah. I think we're gonna fix that sign.
Yeah.
We sold your Labubu,
Yeah.
which got so much attention.
It did. Everybody was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Or, "Is this a Labubu?"
Like, a Labubu. I saw
Yeah.
multiple kids like from far away be like, "It's a Labubu."
Yeah.
So that sold for $28.
It's actually a Lafufu.
Yeah, you know. We sold 9 of the leggy frogs, so put
Still
together with the
popular.
day before, that was like 14 on the weekend, which was pretty good. The leggy frogs we sell for $7. We sold 6 of the small possums, and these I used to sell for $17, but since I started making them in the Big Twist Posh, we changed the price to $15 because they are a bit smaller, and yeah, it made sense to bring the price down a little bit. So yeah, I was pretty happy that we sold 6 of those. Now we have the baby rats and baby possums.
Yes.
It was interesting because these did not really get any attention until at least halfway through. Nobody was buying baby rats or baby possums for a while, and I was like, oh, this is weird. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? But then it picked up.
Maybe people just didn't notice them. There was so much other stuff
It's
going
possible,
on.
or maybe they wanted to get all the strawberry stuff before that.
Should we have
disappeared.
moved the baby rats and possums to the rodent tower?
I feel like no, because I just worry that it gets too confusing
Oh.
with all of them close together and then
Small,
the different
medium,
prices.
and large? Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could, but the signs would have to be like super clear.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
know.
not good at that.
We could try it and see what happens, but
Yeah.
we sold 13 of the baby rats for $7 each, and then we sold 3 of the baby possums for $8 each. So this one was not even split. Like
No.
the day before was an even split. This one was very lopsided.
There was a lot of rat fans.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people who thought they were mice.
That's fine. It's similar. It's close. We sold 2 Junimos. I'm just mentioning that because this was their first time selling. And I had only made the green ones so far because I wasn't sure if people were going to know what they were. I was pleasantly surprised to find out they did. So
A lot of people asked if you had any other colors of the
I know.
Junimos.
I felt bad. I just didn't know if people were going to know what it was, so I spent time making other things. But I am going to be making them in different colors moving forward because now I know there is a want for them, a demand
Right.
for them. It was fun talking with other people about Stardew Valley,
Yes, it was.
talking about their farms. Yeah, I think we were selling those for $12 each.
Yeah.
Pigs had a huge day.
Yes.
Pigs were flying.
Pigs, pigs, pigs.
We sold the Crochet Grove Chef Pig
Yes.
for $35.
To a chef.
Yes, that's so fun. I love that. We sold the Crochet Grove Burger Pig for $35. I was like sad in a way to see my piggies go
I
because
know.
I love them, but I'm glad they're going to good homes. We sold the Madeline Mayco pig that you made with blanket yarn
Yes.
for, I want to say 28.
I think it was 28.
And then we sold a pig lovey for 30.
Right.
So the pigs were really having a great day.
They were. We'll just be pigs.
Exactly. We sold another silly goose. This one had the party
single.
hat.
Yeah.
And that was 20. We sold, the most expensive item of the day was the pigeon.
The New York City pigeon.
Ah! This one, okay, so this one is by Yoon Crochets.
Yes.
I think it's Yoon Crochets. And this pigeon is a work of art. This pattern is a work of art. When I saw this pattern, I knew I had to have it. And the pattern also includes accessories for the pigeon, which I hadn't made yet. But next time I make the pigeon, I'm definitely going to make the accessories.
Well,
so
you priced this a little high because you didn't want it to sell.
honestly, I think the price was fair when I think about it. Because that pigeon is, I'm not going to lie, did I just say I'm not going to lie like 3 times?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It took time to make it.
A lot of sewing, right?
There's sewing, there's color changes, like, there was a
yes.
lot going on there. Plus,
There's a lot of stripes.
It's pretty large. I made this one in the Michaels yarn, and she's a beautiful angel. So we set the price at $50, which again, I think is fair for the amount of work. I just wasn't sure if people would want to pay $50 for a pigeon. But it got so much attention sitting there on the table. So many people were interested in it. And then somebody did end up buying it for $50. So, while I'm sad to see her go, just like those chef pigs.
Yeah.
I'm happy that she was
went to a
going
good home.
Yeah, that person loves pigeons. So,
Pidge.
girl, I miss you, you pidge. There was some movie, Sean wasn't watching the actual movie, but he was watching somebody else
Sean, your
watch
husband.
the movie. Yes, my husband. He watches, there's this channel called Pretty Much It on YouTube, and we love this channel. They, like, provide commentary on TV shows and movies, and it's hilarious. Our favorite ones are the Outer Banks episodes.
So is it like Mystery Science Theater 3000
kind of,
for like
yeah.
millennials?
Kind
or-
of, basically. So I can't remember what this freaking movie was called, but there was some like teen movie that they were doing commentary on, and they were using the word pidge as an insult. Like, oh my god, you're such a selfish pidge. And it cracked us up so much, so we're off topic, but
That was the name of the pigeon.
yeah, pidge. I do want to make another pidge, but I think I'm going to wait until the Sweet Snuggles yarn comes back because I really
Yeah.
like her in that yarn. So,
Sorry,
Pidge.
Pidge. Let's have a moment for Pidge.
no, we love you. All right, we sold one Pride Turtle for $25. I thought the Pride Turtles were gonna be more popular.
And
Honestly,
the person who bought the Pride Turtle had no idea it was a Pride Turtle.
it was a little kid. I
Yeah.
don't think she knew what was going on. But it's cute. It's like a rainbow turtle anyway.
Yeah, I loved it.
But if I had more time, I would have done the other flag colors.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's going to want to just buy the rainbow
Right.
flag colors. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely want to make Pride stuff in other colors so everybody feels included. But yeah, this time we only had the rainbow ones, and I did see one person come up who was like, oh, it's like the gay one. Not as in like, ew, gay, but like they wanted
A not gay
a
one?
different
Oh.
Pride flag.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
So I was like, oh no, I felt so bad.
So it was like the general gay one.
Yeah,
and
they wanted
more
one
specific.
Of, they wanted one of the other flags, so I felt really bad about that, and then I pretended that I didn't hear them
somebody.
say it.
I thought when you first said that, I
No.
thought somebody was like, "Oh, it's the gay turtle."
Not in like a bigot way.
Yeah.
In like a I wanted a different
Right.
pride flag way. It made me sad. But anyway.
Well, that's better than somebody saying it in a derogatory
No,
way.
I didn't see any negative stuff like
No.
that, which was good.
No, I have to say though, it was a very comfortably diverse crowd.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was respectful
Yeah.
of everyone else, and it was just a lovely, lovely gathering.
Yeah. I mean, this event, it's very environmentally friendly and conscious. Like,
Right.
all of the food vendors have to use compostable.
Right. There's no single-use plastics
Yeah.
or anything like that. No water bottles. No.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a good vibe.
Yeah. Well, the town that it is held in is a very up-and-coming... Well, I mean, it's pretty well established, but I guess it gentrified from what it was before. And now
Yeah, I'll say they revitalized the, like, downtown area.
Right.
Like, the city area.
like there's a lot of boutique type
Yeah.
shops.
My friend actually owns a business there.
Yes.
And,
it's wonderful.
yeah, a lot of people will come up from the city because it's right on the train line.
Right.
So it's a very nice,
Yeah.
fun city to be in.
Yeah.
Continuing on with our, with our notable sales.
Sorry, I just wanted to give people context.
Yeah. We sold your Siamese cat that you made from
Right.
the Wonder Crochet pattern that was sitting here for a while.
Forever waiting for its
whiskers.
whiskers. The little girl got it. She was
Yes.
so thrilled.
I don't remember the price on that.
Oh, I don't either. Was it like 30 or
Wait,
something?
I can look it
or-
up. Because I think this was close to the end.
Yeah.
Where are you, kitty cat? 30.
Yeah.
So that was for 30. One of the other big sales of the day was the big hot dog pup
Yeah.
by Ale Crochet. That one sold for $42.
Mhm.
I was sad to see that one go too.
Yeah.
But again, they're all going to good homes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm all out of those hot dog pups. We sold the small one and the big one.
Yeah.
We sold the big stingray.
Yeah.
So that's fun. That was its first time out too.
That was bought for the guy who bought the hot dog for
Oh,
himself.
okay.
His sister bought it for him.
Oh, I didn't realize who had bought that. I knew it was in
Yeah.
the same family, but yeah, that one was $25. That was the same stingray pattern that I normally would do, except with the
It
jumbo
was
yarn.
so soft.
It was really soft. And it was in that, like, variegated, the stripe
Light
one.
blue. It was like nautical stingray.
Yeah. Hopefully I have a picture of that. I gotta see.
I hope so.
And then, okay, just a few more to mention. We sold your word stick, aka
Oh, yes.
that was fun. I think you sold that for $15.
Yeah. A lot of people were looking for Snorpy.
We had multiple people ask for Snoopy even before we put word stick out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you had already sold
I
your
didn't have a chance to make another one.
your Snorpy.
Yeah, the Snorpy, unfortunately, has a lot of sewing, and it takes up a lot of time, and I was really trying to go more for quantity than for
The one-off type
intricacy.
items, yeah. But I'm sure you'll have more of those in the future.
Oh, yeah.
And then you sold your Crochet Me Zaddy Ladybug Buddy.
Yes.
Very, very cute.
Somebody was very thrilled with that.
Yes.
I love the red lipstick on that one.
Don't remember the price on that. I want to say it was like 20 something.
Yeah, 28?
That seems to be one of our go-to prices.
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere.
Maybe 24?
Yeah, it's in the 20s, I think.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I also wanted to mention the mushrooms with the frog that pops up, the
Yes.
cable and canvas pattern. You had 2 of those, and you sold both of those.
Yeah.
And I think those were 15.
Those are so much fun to make.
Those are, I just think they're so cute, and all the different textures and everything.
The grass, I am so glad I found that scrubby yarn.
Yeah, the
because
grass
that
really makes it.
It makes it over the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very fun. So
I also make the frog separately.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the pattern that you can make the frog separate.
right,
And I do that as a keychain in that tube yarn.
right.
And everybody's like, oh, look at that. But I don't think they bought it.
There were, yeah, you've sold those at other
Yeah.
events though. So, okay, just to recap, for the Strawberry Festival, we sold 254 items. Our gross sales were 3,124. Woo!
Woo!
So that is our second all-time largest, which is very exciting.
I did have a theory, though. With the Joann's going out of business and us getting big discounts on the yarn,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we spent less on materials
I could see that.
than we did last year, so we might have actually netted out like the same.
It's possible.
Profit.
We were about $450 short of what we did last year,
Yeah.
which is also to be expected with the way the economy is right now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
No.
But, yeah, we also don't factor in our material costs for these events because
It's all over the place.
I'm not going to be weighing stuff to see how much yarn and fluff I
No.
use and all that. Like, I just can't. I have so much respect for the people that do it, but I can't do it.
We also almost never buy something unless it's on sale.
Yeah, we don't usually buy yarn full price.
And we almost always get at least 25 to 30% off,
Yeah,
if not 40.
right. So, when we take out the booth fee and the insurance fee, our profit for the day, again, we're not taking into account the materials or
Right.
the tax or blah, 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 whatever. Our profit was $2,989. So if we combine that with the day before, it comes out to around $4,000
Right.
for the weekend.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I think it was a good weekend.
I mean, our biggest weekend before was just 4,000
Yeah, it ended up being very similar to what happened last weekend.
last year.
Last weekend. Last year, yeah. These were not the two events that we had back-to-back last year, but the way that it all worked out, it kind of came out the same monetarily.
Okay. We also need to talk about Square.
Oh my god! We did talk about this a bit earlier. Square really, like, crapped the bed for me this weekend. I'm
They
sure it
let
was
us
my
down.
fault, but
No, I don't think so.
I think it was, because, like, I was trying to connect it on Saturday morning. I'm doing the whole, like, hold the button down till it turns
Yeah.
yellow, flashing. And then, you know how to set it up if you've been using it. And it would just not even
Recognize it.
recognize it at all. Like, it was just nothing going on.
You tried updating
I
it.
tried turning my phone on and off, blah, blah, blah. I updated the app. We tried it on your phone.
We had a good signal.
We did. That didn't seem to be the problem. So, luckily, we were able to set up the tap to pay
Because
on your
someone
phone.
had mentioned it in the comments.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry I don't remember your name. If it was you, please let us know in the
You
comments.
saved our weekend.
You saved us.
Thank you so much.
badly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We would have been goners if it wasn't for the tap to pay.
Yeah, not as many people paid via card on Saturday, but Sunday
Mm-hmm.
was a card-heavy day.
We
So-
still had the little slider.
Right. We had a few transactions that we had to use a slider for if somebody's card did not have a chip, which worked fine.
Yeah.
It worked great, the slider.
The console did not work though.
Yeah, the tap to pay console did not work. So I tried it again on Sunday, same thing, but this time I was getting the message like you need to upgrade your iOS.
Right.
And I was
but we
like-
also tried to load it on my phone and it still wasn't working.
Maybe you need to update your iOS.
I just
too.
updated it.
Updated.
It's been updated.
Yeah.
Because there was a security update and Daddy had called me and told me to update my phone the
Okay.
other day and I said it automatically updated already. So
Well, I have not updated my phone yet because my phone is so full it's about to explode
girl,
memory-wise.
you need a new phone.
It's so expensive. So, also, this was like an hour before it was going to start, and I was like, I'm not going to update my phone right now. So,
Yeah.
I don't think I physically could. I'd have to delete so much stuff in order to be able to do it.
Right.
So, yeah, we just did the tap to pay
And
again
it worked beautifully.
on Sunday, and it worked great. So, I'm really glad we still had that option.
We did it Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So very, very thankful that worked out
I
okay.
actually like the one on the phone better than the Square console.
Yeah, I mean, it worked great.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to try to update my phone at some point and see if that makes a difference, but I don't know if it's going to. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
I don't know if our Square is busted or
I don't know.
what the deal
We
is.
should find out though because we paid money for that.
We did. So, we're going to look into that, but let us know if you guys have been having any issues with your Square, or if you know how to fix it.
Yeah.
So,
We'd appreciate it.
I can almost guarantee that it's user error. I'm sure it's something
I
that
don't
I'm
know
doing.
about that because somebody else was also having the same problem.
I don't know. But I want to thank you all so much for watching.
You're a rock star if you made it this far.
We hope you enjoyed. If you've made it this far in the video,
Give us a lightning bolt.
yeah, give us a lightning bolt. Is that an emoji?
I think so.
Okay, give us a lightning bolt emoji. Or if there is no lightning bolt emoji, give us a turtle emoji to celebrate the tiny turtles.
Yeah, tiny turtles.
Yes. I think that's all we got, right?
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for
I
watching.
don't know. Did you have your makes for this week, or we're not talking
We're doing
about
that on, we'll do that on Friday.
Okay.
Because this is already probably long enough.
It's really long.
It's really long, so we'll cut it off here. But
Okay.
seriously, thank you guys so much. All the support that you guys gave us on the journey leading up to this weekend.
Yes, we appreciate all the GVOs, good vibes only.
We could not thank you more because it really helped get us through the craziness.
Even though we got the miracle, it was kind of a disaster.
Sometimes you don't know what's best for you. And I
Yeah.
think it would have been best if the events were split up.
Right.
But that's not what happened, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But seriously, thank you guys so much. You're the
Yes.
best. And until next time,
Much
love.
love. Bye.